Welcome to the Freestore Foodbank.
Thank you.
All right, this is our Northern Kentucky Distribution Center in Wilder, Kentucky, and this is a 31,000 square foot space where we are going to house our LIFT program. LIFT stands for Logistics, Inventory Management, Facilities Management, and Transportation. So what you see here is what the students will be walking into day one. However, with the grant that we're receiving, we're hoping to have racking put into this building as well, so that the students will be able to participate in cutting edge type of technology as well as information logistics management here in our warehouse. Now if you want to come back over this way, what we've set up here is, in addition to our dry storage operation, we also have our freezer as well as our refrigeration units. That way then the students that will be dealing with logistics will be able to get food handling and food safety preparation as well. That way then they'll get a full well-rounded approach to the logistics. The partners that we'll be working with here will really be instrumental in two, because we'll be working with Gateway Community and Technical College as well as Belflex, which is a temporary staffing program that will allow us to have our students get jobs immediately after graduation. We've also partnered with Lloyd High School to partner with the Gateway program so that we'll get dual credits for our students that are juniors and seniors in the program, and they'll come through as well as some of the adults that will be attracted to this program. This is really going to be mirrored after our very well-established Cooks program, which is a culinary training program, but this program will be a 15-week training program where we will in turn bring our students in here, give them hands-on approach, but also partner with other logistics providers such as Verst, Kroger, DHL, Amazon, and eBay, so they'll get some hands-on experience with some partners in the industry itself. As you can see, right now we can only hold about 500 skids in this warehouse as we're training. But with the racking systems that we put in as a result of the grant money that we'll be receiving from the state of Kentucky, we'll be able to go up to almost 1,500 racks or 1,500 skids in this building and be able to triple the capacity of this building as a result of that, which will also give our students the opportunity to work with logistics models and equipment that they'll be faced with in the industry. What we found in this area is that logistics is a fast-growing market. In fact, our partners at Belflex have indicated to us that 500 jobs are already immediately available, and 2,700 jobs will be available in the next 12 months time frame. So when you think of that kind of growth, the impact that we're going to have here is just monumental. And the impact that we're going to be able to have on those students and their lives, whether they're coming out of high school or the returning citizens that have had some past criminal histories, we're going to be able to make a difference in their lives and stabilize families in Kentucky, which is what we're really all about. Out of this warehouse also, we operate our Healthy Harvest Mobile Market, which is a program where we can provide healthy produce that are purchased that we can then distribute to families in need in food deserts. And a food desert is a location where you don't have a grocery store that's readily available to those families. So our Healthy Harvest Mobile Market helps us get food directly to those families, and our students will be able to participate in that program as well, in helping us get that food out to the families that we're working with. So it's a win-win situation as far as the funding goes and the support that we're getting.
30 seconds. Anything else to address, Kurt?
Well, I think one thing that we're looking at is really we're trying to bring in state-of-the-art equipment in here so that the students will be able to participate in those types of training models that will be right hands-on when they get into so they won't have to be retrained at the employers when they get jobs.
Okay, can you please give me a description of the investment impact, including how the region's workforce will look significantly different in 5 years as a result of this project?
Well, as part of this workforce investment, we're looking at a 3-year horizon right now which will require $1.6 million that's going to be contributed into this workforce training program, which our students will be able to provide and get a certified logistics associate's degree and a certificate. So the impact that we're going to have is that the funds that we're asking from the state of Kentucky is around $345,000. That will purchase the equipment. But we're investing through private donations over $1.3 million in addition to that $350,000 that we're getting from the state of Kentucky to really make a difference in the lives of the families that we're serving. So the beauty part about it is there's right now from our partners, we've heard that there's 500 jobs that are available. And through the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, we understand that this industry, logistics, will be growing at 6% year after year over the next 5 years. So when you think about it, the individuals that are not only getting jobs within this industry, they're going to be able to get good paying jobs in this industry, and they're going to be able to stabilize their families. Logistics is also an area that we've done some studies on that allows us to know that returning citizens, individuals that have past criminal records, will be able to participate in this kind of a training program that will allow them to get jobs, that will allow them to stabilize their lives and stabilize their families. The nice part about this too is that we're going to be working with Gateway Community and Technical College, as well as Lloyd High School, as well as the other high schools that are in the Kenton County, Boone County, and Campbell County areas that will allow us to provide for juniors and seniors that want to get into the logistics field opportunities to get a hands-on approach to this industry. And that will be a huge plus and a leverage of these funds.
Please describe how will the program effectively recruit individuals through direct contact with potential students and trainees.
Well, the Freestore Foodbank serves 20 counties in the tri-state area. But more importantly, in Northern Kentucky, the way we've operated is that we work with what's called the Safety Net Alliance. And the Safety Net Alliance is made up of 133 organizations, many of them which are nonprofits, that are in this industry and helping us source potential candidates for our program called Lift the Tri-State. We will also be working with the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, as well as Job and Family Services, to provide for us to provide recruits. Another partner that we're going to have in this program is the Life Learning Center. The Life Learning Center reaches out to families that are underemployed or unemployed and tries to provide them with the opportunities to build up their soft skills. And they're looking for jobs in various industries. Logistics is one of those areas where they're looking for a job, and we're going to be able to work with not only our partners in the Northern Kentucky Safety Net Alliance, but also the Life Learning Center, which will be partnering with us on the LIFT program to provide soft skills and resume building support for the families that we're going to be serving. So it will be a combination of both private sector, public sector, as well as potential employers. Through our partner Belflex, we're going to be working with DHL, Amazon, eBay, Kroger, just to name a few of the potential employers, where we're also going to be trying to get some recruits from them for our classes, because we think those folks will be able to come in and work with us. We will also work with parole officers, as well as the penal system, to make sure that individuals that are coming out of the penal system will be able to look for jobs in this industry.
Okay, please describe how would you complete the project if there were a partial award or no award of state funds requested, and would an award accelerate the timetable to launch the program?
Well, we feel that this award that we're looking for, roughly $340,000, it will play an integral role in the success and sustainability of the LIFT program. We think these funds are critical to the success of the program, and that's why we've applied for these funds. As far as accelerating the program, this will help us launch this program in early 2017, and we know that there's a demand for these jobs because the partners that we've already are working with have told us that there are 500 jobs that people could get jobs with right now. So if we had this training in place, we'd be already be getting Northern Kentucky residents jobs in the industry. I sort of hate to talk about whether or not if we don't get the funding, because I don't want to jinx ourselves. But I think, honestly, what we would have to do then is it would delay the project, because we would have to go out and source funding from other sources when we think this is a very valuable public-private partnership that we're trying to work with the state of Kentucky on. We've identified an overall 3-year budget of $1.6 million. What we're requesting from the state is roughly $345,000 to buy some of the essential equipment that will allow our students to get cutting-edge technology in the logistics field, and that's what we're applying for these funds for. What we're providing funds for, and our commitment or our contribution to this, is the operational funds that will be used to support not only the trainers, but also the outreach efforts that we'll be making to these families, because in addition to training these individuals, we will also be providing holistic services that will allow them to support themselves and their family while they're going through the 15-week training program.
Okay, can you please describe what costs are associated with the equipment purchase, such as utilities, special connections, rigging, site preparation costs, assembly needs, operator training, and/or maintenance costs?
Well, as you've already seen from the brief tour that I took you on earlier, we already have a lot of the infrastructure already put in place. We have refrigeration units, we have freezer units that are in place. What we're looking for right now with this funding is a racking system that will allow us to go 3 or 4 racks high in this facility as we've already laid it out. That way our students will be able to get access and knowledge about working with that type of logistical model. In addition to that, we're going to be providing some lift jacks as well as power lifts and forklifts, so the students will get operational support from those types of equipments that they'll be using hands-on in the industry. What we're really finding is that most of the students will get additional on-the-job training when they go to these employers, but if we can give them some accessibility to cutting-edge technology and equipment through this grant, that will go a long ways towards not only meeting their needs, but making sure that they are successful when they go out into the industry and start getting those high-paying jobs that are available right here in Northern Kentucky.
Okay, can you please describe what agreements do you have with school districts other than your immediate own, and what is the distance and mileage to the next nearest program of similar scope that your students would need to travel to if funding were not awarded for this program?
Well, the Freestore Foodbank is a collaborative organization. We try and work with many different partners throughout the community in order to make these programs happen. The LIFT program is no exception to that. When you think about it, we've already brought in Gateway Community and Technical College, Belflex Temporary Staffing, we've brought in Lloyd High School, and we've brought in the Life Learning Center. Those are our immediate partners that are helping us really develop the curriculum as well as develop this program. But we're also working with high schools that are in Kenton, Campbell, and Boone County, the entire Northern Kentucky region, so that we can bring them into this model. And that's really important because we want to make sure that any junior or senior student that wants to get into the logistics field will be able to participate in our program and get the benefit from that. When you think about where this program is going, this is a free 15-week program that will be provided, and so there's no other similar type of program that's even readily accessible in this marketplace, no matter how many miles you travel. As far as the high schools go, you're talking about 3 or 4 miles away from here, but they once again do not provide any kind of a free training program in logistics. If you go to either Gateway Community and Technical College or to Cincinnati State Technical College, both of those are anywhere between 10 and 15 miles from this location. So we feel that we're going to have a good access to not only students in the industry or looking to get into the industry, but also high school students that will be able to participate in this. We think this is a win-win situation for everyone, and we just can't be more happy about this opportunity to participate in this program to bring LIFT to reality.